Good afternoon, everybody. It's the 26th of October, I believe. I don't really know what I'm going to be talking about, subject matter. I mean, I kind of hit on a few things, and that's destiny as I'm stepping into it and waiting for my soulmate to realize that I'm it, and her to have the courage to step forward and initiate what I've been waiting for and what I'm ready for, and that's her. But I'm patient, and I'm giving her time to do that. I don't really have a choice. I know she's the one. God had put her in my path for a reason. There's a reason we've connected, and I don't have anybody else really trying to come at me. It's all already been weeded out. Like the ones that were, I'm not even getting anymore. It's like it's time now. The perfect timing has come. So I don't focus anywhere else. I see the direct path that God has laid before me, and I don't try to disobey Him. I try to follow in line with what He's showing me subliminally or through my subconscious, conscious, my connection with Him, whether it be a video I'm watching or, anything that He could give me a sign in, a dream, a vision, a thought, and that's how He works through me. So without a doubt, I take that, what is channeled through me and to me through Him, and I throw it at my soulmate, and I have been. And I know she's getting the messages. Everything will work perfectly if we give it to Him and put it at the foot of the cross and surrender and obey. I don't have a doubt. I'm not fearful at all. I have nothing to fear. I've lost everything. I've been pushed this direction. God has made it possible. My angels, my spirit guides have made it possible for these things to come to pass. So I don't doubt it at all. I'm not fearful. I'm not fearful to get on a plane and leave. I know God's gonna give everything back, and it's gonna all be for His kingdom and the blessing. I know I'm a huge catalyst and huge for the change and transformation and to bring in the new kingdom, as it's my job. And that soulmate, my twin flame, is part of that. We have to do this together, and it's going to work that way. And she was influential. She's known very well, and I am now. I have been. It's obvious. I'm followed everywhere. I need support structure. I need to get off the ground, and I need her to help me do that. So, I think, everything will come to pass in its due time. I'm told I'm a billionaire, and I'm not seeing a dime of it. Why? Because these Freemasons are holding my money for whatever fucking reason, but I'm letting God deal with this. I'm still out here homeless, struggling, not homeless, but kind of may as well be. I don't have a home, but she is my home. And I'm being patient, waiting for her to come to realize this and reach back to me and make the means possible for us to be together. But beyond that, I had some other thoughts, as I see this stuff falling all around me and me making it fall and putting it behind me, whether it be past relationships, making the moves, the blocking, whatever, the no communication with my past that has betrayed me and stepped on me. I've made these things possible, and I manifested these things to happen. So I put a stop to those. This new life and transformation can come into my life, and we can move forward as a couple and do God's will. I've done all this. I'm ready. She needs to know that. And with that, these witches that have tried to destroy me in my past relationships, family, any betrayals, I'm left with nothing here. I have nothing. 2 backpacks, and that's not where I'm going with this. What I'm saying is I'm seeing these people that are supposed to be my support and love me, and whether they be past relationships or friends, I see how they all manipulate. And, me posting earlier about a bike, I found at Lakeview Park, I wasn't going to take it. I almost feel like it's to test it and see if I was going to take it. And of course I'm not going to take it. It's not mine. I don't take shit that's not mine. So I left the bike, posted it, see if anybody's lost a bike or a bike's been stolen. Here it is, Lakeview Park. Anyway, with that, I was thinking about, I had, 2 expensive ass mountain bikes, $1,000 bikes, a GT full suspension that just less than a year ago was taken from me by my ex. I went to jail for 3 fucking days on this bullshit fake frame domestic shit, and come out and all my shit's gone, literally. every bit of it. And one of those things within that time frame was one of my bikes, you know. And I was thinking after I post that bike, you know, it'd be still nice, you know, that bike that was laying there, you know, I could utilize it and use it and it'd be beneficial to me, but I shouldn't have to. I had a, you know, a $1,500 bike, $2,000 bike sitting there that got stolen, a GT full suspension. And if I still had those things, I'd have a bike to ride. I wouldn't have to contemplate. And that just kind of makes me, you know, think even more, you know, good going, Trent. You know, all the shit that's happened to you, quit giving them excuses and leeway. What you did was right, and cutting them off is right. Walking away is right, and that's where I'm at. And I need my soulmate, my twin flame, to know this. She needs to know how serious I'm about her and my changing my life and doing God's will. And she is that part that I can't do it without. But with that, you know, I see the betrayals, and it just gives me more reason to say goodbye, you know, to those who have betrayed me and stepped on me and shit on me. And, you know, I also got to thinking, you know, I was looking at one of the profiles of my exes, and another ex of mine here had said a while back ago that, you know, she heard all the scuttlebutt or drama, hearsay about how my former significant other, you know, was bragging on Facebook about stealing all my shit and selling it. I mean, openly bragging about it. And how, you know, that she didn't agree with her, how she stole all my shit, and that she's, you know, basically a piece of crap for doing it, blah, 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 talking all this shit on her. And then just here a couple weeks ago, you know, I'm looking at my last significant other's profile, and I'm looking at her friends list, and look who's there. My other past relationship that just got done dissing her and talking shit on her about stealing all my stuff, and, you know, claiming not to be her friend. But then you look on the friends list and their friends on there, and these are two of the witches that has tried to destroy me and keep me from my destiny, that try to use any excuse they can, and they haven't. They're hiding, every one of them. And I come back here, I don't know why the hell I came back here. I know why I came back. This will be the third time back. One more last chance for somebody of importance that was important in my life to at least reconcile or talk to me and communicate so I can forgive the way I need to forgive. And that's all it was based on. Yeah, there's past feelings, things like that, but what she did to me and what they did to me is not excusable. And I'm not going to make an excuse for it. That's why sexually, anything else, I've cut it off. You know, I know any move like that would have been the wrong move. And my angels and the Lord Jesus has kept me from that. So I'm ready to move on. And I've totally emotionally and spiritually blocked myself off so I can. I forgive them. I still love them. Because that's what Christ would do. And that's what I'm supposed to be a representative for the kingdom. And I am. I'm a witness of 144,000. And I'm doing my job and fulfilling destiny. And she's right there around the corner. But I just see the immaturity of my past, and I put myself around these people that were claimed to be Christians and throw shit up on their Facebook page about being Christian, and then they're stabbing me in the back. And, you know, is it done for my test to truly test me to see how much I can endure and then forgive and still love in the end? I mean, I've passed it. I'm that guy. I can love, forgive, and move on. I don't have to forget about what's been done to me, and I'm not. Because that's what shaped me and molded me and made me make my decisions I'm making right now, and that's to move forward with my new significant other and my, you know, twin flame for destiny. So, I know she's listening, and she may be watching me right now. I don't know. I feel like everybody's watching me. The world's watching. So, you know, I've committed. I've laid down. I'm broken, if that's what you want to call it. You know, I've surrendered to God and what He wants me to do, not what everybody else wants me to do. Because truly, that was never me. I'm truly living in me now, who I truly am and who I've always been. And I need that special person in my life to fulfill destiny and do what God's been calling us to do. And she knows who she is. She's maybe working on her own stuff right now, but now is the time. I'm ready, but I will be patient, wait, and continue to pray for her soul, her spirit, her inner intelligence to help her to make the right decisions on what she's doing and weed out the bullshit or whatever she needs to in her life so we can move forward. I don't really have much more to say right now. I'm going to cut it with that. But I love you all and I forgive all. And I just want to move into my position. You know, I'm done with my shadow work. I'm done with my past. There's no more of that. I'm free of it. And it took a certain process and a pattern or stages 3 times to get through that. But it's all open sky. It's, sky's the limit for me right now. So I'm open, I'm ready, and I'm ready to move forward. I'll talk to you guys soon. I'll try to report another video with more thoughts later, but until then, I'll talk to you guys soon.